God has given us the power to stop advancing demonic spirits from stirring up nations against nation. And I believe it's part of our end-time ministry, because it says in the last days that the mountain of the house of the Lord will become chief of the mountains, and people will stream to it. And the outcome of that, you can read it in Isaiah chapter 2, is that it says they will take their spears and they will beat them into pruning shears. And they'll take their swords and beat them into plowshares, and never again will they train for war. And I understand that most theologians, nearly every theologian, takes that Isaiah 2 passage and pushes it into the millennium. But it actually begins like this. It's the second verse begins like this of Isaiah 2. In the last days it shall come about. It doesn't say in the 1,000-year reign of the millennium. And so I just really believe that part of our responsibility is when we see nations rising up against nations, we just freeze right there. We just freeze their war machines in the name, whether it's ours or theirs. We just freeze their war machines and say, killing shall stop right here. You'll go no further. And we just begin to prophesy not against nations, but against demonic powers that stir up nation against nation. And I believe that we're coming into this incredible time of peace. And I understand the other side of this, when they say peace and safety, destruction will come upon them suddenly. But when the Lord says peace and safety, then destruction doesn't come upon them suddenly. And I'd like to remind you that He is the Prince of Peace, and that He does intend to crush Satan under His feet. And so I believe that we're coming into a time of intense peace, and I think that Eric said it very well in it was in the Leader's Advance, in his message, that we're moving from King David, a time of David's reign, to a time of Solomon's reign. In David's reign, it was the reign of warfare, and David took territory that Solomon actually, in Solomon's day, he ruled that territory and won more territory through marriage than David actually won through victories, warfare. So I understand Solomon didn't end well, but hey, I'm planning on ending well.